Welcome back. So now we're in exercise 4-2 or 4.2. We're dealing with the code we had before. This is what it looked like when we left off last time. Their size. So the things that we did last time, they're here, with the exception of that code I added. And now they want us to add preconditions to the methods getItem and setItem. So they want preconditions on getItem and setItem. Well, it's accessor and mutator. Here's our get, and they give us a place to put our code in there. And they're telling us the precondition is the index has to be greater than or equal to 0, and it has to be smaller than size. Well, that sounds pretty straightforward. They gave us a comment there in both of them telling us what they wanted us to do. So essentially what I want to do is put a conditional statement in here. So we're going to say if index, and our condition was greater than or equal to 0. So if it's less than 0, or index is less than size. I can't just say size though, can I? Because I'm talking about what this function is doing. I need to say self.size because it has to do with this specific object that we've created or that we're working on. So there's our condition. I end the condition, and they say raise error index out of bounds. See what they say right here? Get item, raise error. You know what? I'm just going to copy that line right there. And if this condition or the requirement is not met, we're going to raise this, we're going to raise or throw this error. We're going to create this exception. And then after that, let's assume that there were no the precondition, there was no issue. We did what we were supposed to do. The values were what they were supposed to be. We'll return self.items and the index that's passed in. Oops, I'm at the wrong one. I want to be up above. I thought I was on the get. Let's just copy this. Don't delete it. Just copy it, and we'll paste it up here. Get the alignment right, because I was doing this for the get. I didn't realize I'd stepped down because they looked so much alike. This one received one argument. This one received 2, and when I looked up and saw new item there, I said, wait a minute, I am in the wrong one. So this is the get item. So it return the index, or the item that's at that index. Now, on the set item side, I'm not going to return anything, right? What I'm going to do is, instead of saying I'm going to return what's in there, I'm going to take that and take whatever we passed in as new item and put it there. One is we said, let's go get whatever's in that index. This one, as long as we made it through that precondition, well, let's take new item and assign that value to whatever the index is. All right. So, it says my program's output should look like the following. Well, let's run it. My program's output doesn't look like that. Is there anything else that I had? To test the program, run the main. I had no traceback on mine. Let's see if it's got an issue. It does have the issue. What is my issue? And it's on the get item precondition. It says on line 6, which is not really line 6, and the get item is down here. It says I didn't throw the error, and I should have thrown the error. So let's see. If index is less than 0, that's correct. Oh, or I've got my condition wrong. I want my condition to be greater than equal to size. Let's see if it throws the errors. It threw the errors. So nope, I didn't follow those directions 100%. And then when I did follow them the way that it wanted, we're all good. Let's go back and look at it. So we flipped it around and did the conditions the opposite of what's here. I was okay on the 0, said index is less than 0. Okay. On the other side, we wanted it greater than or equal to. So the opposite of less than. So that got us there. We got through it. These aren't huge leaps. What it is, though, is reinforcing this whole object-oriented programming concept. You've dealt with it before, but this module is really reinforcing it. We're modifying that accessor. We're modifying the mutator. We've added a variable for the object that we've created, so we need that self. Go ahead and wrap this one up. We got the credit we needed out of it. We did what we needed to do. Should have a good understanding of why we did the things the way we did. And we'll see you in 4-3.